Now children, in continuation, the total of the previous year was 27 lakh 50,800. It will be brought down on this page. Total brought down is 27 lakh 50,800 debit, 27 lakh 50,800 credit. It's clear. Now I told you that all the transactions from 31st to the end, we have assumed that they will be on the same date, that is 31st of January 2020. Now as the page is a new one, so we will write the date over here and we will not place any line until the page ends in the date column for different transactions that we are going to record. So now transaction number 34. The transaction says paid for salaries rupees 30,000. Salaries is an expense of the firm, so all the expenses are debited. Therefore salaries account will be debited rupees 30,000. And what is going out? Cash is going out. Therefore cash account will be credited rupees 30,000. Narration being salaries paid rupees 30,000. We will draw a line from the beginning of the particular column till the end of the LF column. It's clear? Then the next transaction, that is the 31st transaction, it will also be assumed to be on the same date, so no line will be drawn in the date column. So received rent rupees 40,000. We are receiving the rent rupees 40,000. So over here, what is coming in? Money is coming in, cash is coming in. Cash account will be debited rupees 40,000. It's clear? And this cash has been received on account of an income head, that is rent. So see, whenever an income is received, may it be rent, may it be commission, may it be interest, may it be dividend, you have to mention while passing the journal entry to rent received account. Received word is to be suffixed with the head of account of the income. अब रेंट हम पे भी करते हैं और रेंट हम रिसीव भी करते हैं, बट व्हेन वी विल पे द रेंट over there we will just write rent account. We will not write rent paid account, we will write rent account. So cash has been received 40,000 and rent received on account of rent received 40,000, which is an income, and all the incomes are to be credited. So being rent received rupees 40,000 will be the narration. Now transaction number 36. Borrowed a loan of rupees 1 lakh from State Bank of India. We have borrowed a loan of rupees 1 lakh from State Bank of India. So whenever the bank sanctions the amount of the loan, it will not give us cash. It will deposit that amount in our bank account. And if we are not having a bank account in that particular branch from where we have borrowed the loan, in that case the bank authorities will ask us to open an account in that branch and the money will be transferred to that account. So ultimately where the money is going to come? In the bank. So bank account will be debited, our bank balance will increase, or we may say, and if we consider bank as a personal account, then the bank is the receiver of the money, bank account will be debited, and a liability is going to increase in form of loan, and we will mention the name of the bank or the financial institution from where we have taken this loan. So over here we have taken the loan from State Bank of India, so we will write to State Bank of India loan account 1 lakh, because the liability is increasing and increase in liability is credited. Narration being loan borrowed from State Bank of India, rupees 1 lakh. It's clear? Now transaction number 37. Withdrew cash for office use, rupees 10,000 from bank. We have withdrawn cash from bank for office use. ऑफिस के लिए हमने बैंक से पैसा निकाला. What is coming in? Cash is coming. Cash account will be debited rupees 10,000. And who is the giver of this money? The bank is the giver. If we consider bank as a personal account. Otherwise, we have withdrawn the money from the bank, so our bank balance is going to decline. When bank balance is an asset, decline in the value of asset is credited. So bank account will be credited. Being cash withdrawn from bank for office use, rupees 10,000. Then 38th transaction. Withdrew cash for personal use, rupees 20,000. We are withdrawing cash for personal use, अपने खुद के खर्चे के लिए. Whenever the money or the goods are withdrawn for personal use, in that case it is said to be a drawing, and the drawing reduces our capital. Therefore, a new account, that is the drawing account, is open. Drawing account will be debited, and it is debited 20,000 to cash account because the cash is going up. Drawing account will be debited because drawings will reduce our capital, and reduction in the capital is debited, but capital account will not be debited. A new account, drawing account, will be open and drawing account will be debited. The net effect will be shown in the balance sheet. From the capital, these drawings will be subtracted. This we will deal when we will do the financial statements of a sole proprietorship concern. And narration being cash withdrawn for personal use, rupees 20,000. Being cash withdrawn from bank for office use, rupees 10,000. Now transaction number 38. Withdrew cash for personal use, rupees 20,000. Now here we are withdrawing cash for personal use. Again it is the drawing. Drawing account will be debited rupees 20,000. And what has been withdrawn? Cash has been withdrawn. So cash account will be credited rupees 20,000. Being cash withdrawn for personal use, rupees 20,000. Then next transaction, paid interest on loan, rupees 10,000. Interest on loan is again an expense of the firm. So interest on loan account will be debited, all the expenses are debited to bank account. Now in such case, what the bank will do? The bank will automatically deduct the amount of interest from our bank account. It's clear? And therefore the balance of the bank account is going to reduce. Therefore it will be credited. Or you may say, if you are treating bank as a personal account, the giver of this money, the giver of this interest on loan was the bank. Being interest on loan paid rupees 10,000. Now 40th transaction, provided depreciation on machinery, rupees 10,000. We have provided depreciation on machinery, rupees 10,000.